Hi everyone, me again in sunny Smyrna, Georgia on a lovely Thursday, can't even keep track of the day. Thought I'd get on here and we'd do a little discussion about the virus that's sweeping the country and the world. As I checked this morning on a website called Worldometer, in the United States there have been 155 deaths attributed to this disease. In the state of Georgia, where I am at the moment, we just got our fourth one yesterday. We've got just under 200, maybe, I'm not sure how many that have actually been diagnosed. I didn't check that part today. Normally I just follow the deaths. The reason I do that is about 2 weeks ago, my wife and I were in the hospital in Kennestone, that's in Kennesaw, Georgia, just down the road from us, for an unrelated reason. And we believe that the first death that was attributed in Georgia came into the ER that night that we were there. We're not 100% sure, but they were certainly treating the person with all kinds of precautions, making sure they didn't get near anybody, and everybody had on masks and everything like that. So we're can't be 100% sure, but turns out that he was 67 years old. He had, which is the same age I am, but he had some underlying medical issues, which thank goodness I don't have. This disease seems to be one that affects the elderly mostly. I was looking at some of the average ages. In Italy, I think they said the average age is 81 of people that have passed away from this. In China, it's also very elderly. I know in the United States, the ones that I've been able to follow, it seems like they're up in the 80s mostly, are the people that are getting that are dying from this disease, and also seem to be they all have underlying conditions: diabetes, heart failure, some sort of breathing difficulty, asthma, bronchitis, something like that. And so it doesn't really seem to be the disease that's killing people. It's the associated pneumonia-like symptoms that sometimes come with the disease. But it is, I'm of mixed feelings about how this has all been handled. I'm furious that this has been whipped into a panic situation. I think it's ridiculous for the mortality of this thing and the way it's been affecting America. There's absolutely no reason to close down every bar and every restaurant in the United States. There's no reason to put travel restrictions or things like that. What's the thing to do is, like any other communicable disease, people are supposed to, look out for themselves. Supposed to stay away from other people if they feel sick. Stay home. Now, I got to admit, I'm the world's worst for not staying home when I was working. I'd much rather take my sick days as vacation. But I tried not to go in if I was communicable. If I just had the sniffles, I worked. But apparently now these days, that's a no-no, and I can understand that. And I don't have any problem with how this is being treated now. I just think it was ridiculous the way that everybody was panicked. There's no toilet paper on the shelves. There's no bread. We just came from our local grocery store. The only fresh meat, and I gotta say, the only fresh meat they had was 2 packages of chicken livers. And I don't eat chicken livers, even when I'm starving. But limits of 2 on everything, 2 frozen dinners, 2 packages of Gatorade and stuff like that. So, and I understand all that, and I don't have a problem with that, don't get me wrong. Now that we're here, and we've got to deal with it the way that we're dealing with it. But people are being criticized for going to the beach in Florida. People are on spring break down there. The schools here have closed for 4 weeks minimum. My grandkids don't have to go, so they're having a good time with that. But everybody's trying to stay inside, stay home, or isolated. I figure I'm pretty safe out here on the bike, and I'm just going to take a short ride anyway. Just thought I'd let you know that Susan and I are doing fine. We are in the age group that's somewhat risky, but even though my voice doesn't sound like it because I got a frog in my throat, excuse me, we're not in the risk group. Neither of us have any underlying conditions that would make us susceptible to the disease getting bad. Something to keep in your mind when you hear so many people talking and panicking about this. 99% of the people who get this virus, it's just a mild virus. It's just not even, doesn't even, get to the stage of a normal flu does. Most people don't even know they have it when they have it. That's how mild it is. The problem is our aged population and people who have, like I said, underlying conditions. I wasn't aware diabetes was one of these conditions, but apparently it is. Fortunately, I'm not diabetic. But anyway, I just thought I'd let you know everybody here is okay. Like, to reiterate, right now on this Thursday, I'm not sure what the date is. Probably near the 20th, 21st, something like that. The United States, we have 155 that have passed away. Most of those are in Washington State, and now the epicenter is New York. I believe New York City is the one that's having most of the discoveries, and Texas is actually getting a few. If you go to that website, Worldometer, I'll try to put it in the description. If you click on the USA, it will tell you your state, or it'll even tell you your country if you're out of the country. If you want to see what's happening in the UK, they keep track of old cases, new cases, people that have died, things like that, and it's a real handy way to keep up with it if you want to. It's a lot better than trying to listen on the news for the panic. I can't get over. I'll never forgive some of the people that have gotten on there and speculate, say, well, there are going to be 1 million dead Americans because of this. That's ridiculous. None of the data is indicating that. In fact, the virus, from what I've seen the last couple of days, apparently they don't have any new cases in China, where it all started. So apparently this thing doesn't have really long legs. So try not to panic too much, try not to get too worried. Take precautions. If you can stay home, stay home. If you have to go out, just be careful. Like they say, wash your hands a lot, stay away from people. 6 feet of separation, which our neighbor came over last night, and we practiced that in the yard. I got my tape measure out and made sure he was 6 feet away. But, it's not a good thing that's happening to the country or to the world for that matter, but we're going to get through it. I may have mentioned this before, in 1917, 1918, the Spanish flu swept through the world. And the little town of Troy, North Carolina, which is where my mother's family is from, was hit hard. About half of my family on my mother's side died during that epidemic. One of my relatives was the only doctor in the town. He was one of the first to go because, of course, he was treating other people. But things are a lot different now than they were back then. We have some excellent medicines. I understand there's a vaccine on the way. But really just let everybody know we're safe. We're not really concerned. In fact, right now my lovely wife is over at one of the local churches helping pack up food for some people that are in need, doing a food pantry basket, whatever you call it, putting these big baskets together. I went over there yesterday and we put about 60 or 70 boxes together, and they're being delivered. And, she's back today. You're going to do it all week long. As long as they get food donations, they're going to do it. But to all my friends who are older than me, be careful. To all my friends who are younger than me, it's probably not going to be it's probably going to be a non-event. Just stay away from people that are at risk, and you'll do your part not to spread the disease to people that are really going to be hurt by it. So anyway, that's the last of my message on this. I don't think I'm going to revisit this topic unless something really significant happens. But anyway, I hope everybody is having a great day. I think I'm safe on my bike, as safe as usual, as long as the truck doesn't hit me. It might probably be a Corona beer truck. How ironic would that be? Anyway, everybody have a great day. If you can ride, get out and ride. If you're off work, why not? What's going to happen to you while you're out on your bike? Anyway, have a great day, and I'll catch you next time. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.